Assalamualaikum and hi! Today, our group will explain about occupational safety and health, or in the short term we call as OSHA. Actually, OSHA is an act that established on 1994 that required employers and employees to be responsible for safety at the workplace. Nowadays, over 3,000 cases had been recorded that involves all employees all over the world. In Malaysia, the average of accident in the workplace are 76.9%. The examples are
Accident can be categorized by their impact or severity. Firstly, near miss. Near miss is not injured but damage to property. Secondly, non-fatal, which are required first aid treatment, temporary or permanently disabled. Thirdly, fatal, which means that can kill someone.
One of the pipe fitters kicks the spool piece off the scaffold, which lands in front of the pedestrian when she is just a fraction of a second away from walking precisely where the pipe spool lands. In this scenario, an incident has occurred, and it is classified as a near miss because while no illness, injury, environmental event, or property damage has occurred, the potential was there for this incident to have been far worse.
There are many causes of accident at workplace, which are technical, human, and environment. At workplace, accident may increase where there is machinery, walkways and area where people climb, use of hand tools, use of electricity, and use of toxic and boiling liquids.
Now, I want to explain about occupational disease. So, what is occupational disease? An occupational disease is a disease or disorder that is caused by the work or work condition. That means the disease must have developed due to exposure in the workplace.
Just now, we already explained about type of accident, causes of accident, and occupational disease. So, now we are going to explain about how to ensure a safe workplace. The ways to ensure a safe workplace is by using safety policies. Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994 requires all organizations with more than 5 workers to draft a safety policy to encourage employers to focus on safety and health. The other ways is safety programs. Safety programs are always to manage the problems of accidents at work and the spread of work-related disease. Safety programs should include: first, commitment from all levels of employees; second, appointment of specific person in charge of safety and health issue; third, system to manage record; fourth, safety training; fifth, awareness campaign; and lastly, provision of personal protective equipment.
Let's move to another subtopic, which is sexual harassment. Did you know about sexual harassment?
Hi, it's Hoa. I'm back again. I have something really important to talk about. It's a subject we rarely discuss because it can make us feel uncomfortable. Sexual harassment at the workplace. Some of you already know what that means. You may have even experienced it. You might be wondering, how do I know about this subject? Well, it's happened to me. At first, I avoided the issue and didn't know who to ask for help. I felt ashamed, but there's nothing to be ashamed about, and it's up to all of us to prevent it. So, what is sexual harassment at the workplace? How can we recognise it, and how does it affect our lives? Sexual harassment includes both physical contact and verbal and non-verbal acts. It can be as simple as an inappropriate suggestion, comment, gesture, or even a text message that's sexual in tone. Or as serious as a sexual assault. Some of us don't know we are being victimized and feel powerless to stop it. A Vietnamese proverb says, being a flower is to be picked up, being a woman is to be cheated on by men. When this could lead to bad behavior by men, women can find themselves victim of sexual harassment, and that's not funny at all. It is also unacceptable behavior which is prohibited by law. It means factories have to take measures to prevent harassment, which they usually do through a written policy. Companies that buy our clothes often have rules against harassment too, designed to ensure factories protect workers. But many victims of sexual harassment don't know who to turn to if they have been abused. Often they remain silent or feel too afraid to report an incident. I also felt ashamed and worried I'd lose my job if I reported a problem. The problems didn't go away, and soon I was so depressed I didn't want to go to work. But eventually I decided I didn't want to suffer in silence or let others face the same experience. I first confronted the person harassing me and let him know what he was doing was upsetting me. When it didn't stop, I took notes on what happened, where, and when. Then I spoke to my supervisor, whom I trust, and she knew exactly what to do. She went to speak to the human resource manager. Then things really began to change for the better. So if you ever experience sexual harassment in the workplace, don't suffer in silence, and make sure you speak to someone who can solve the problem. They will listen and they know how to help you. Do it for yourself and your colleagues.
One of the subtopics in OSHA are violence.
Workplace violence can include verbal abuse, threatening behaviors, and physical assault. Also known as occupational violence, these incidents are not always due to external threats such as hostile clients or intruders, but are frequently initiated by coworkers. Factors such as stress, personal history, or a simple difference of opinion may escalate a disagreement into a potentially violent or threatening episode. In order to protect yourself and others, employees need to be aware of the warning signs of violent behavior and know how to respond if an incident occurs.
She can't take half of my money. I'm the one who worked for it. You're a lawyer. Do something about it. She's getting the house too? What are you, blind? Hey! This is my parking space.
Come on, Mark. I got here before you did.
Mark, there are plenty of other parking spaces back there.
Mind your own business. This is between me and her.
Look, you saw me use a turn signal.
It's ridiculous to get upset over a parking space. Jeez. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, Leah.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, good luck at that presentation today.
Have a good day.
So what is eating Mark? He used to be one of the nicer guys around here.
I know. He's been really difficult to work with lately. The other day in a meeting, I heard he left in a huff, and last week at lunch, okay, I saw it. He totally flipped out because the waitress got his order wrong.
Well, I heard he was going through a really messy divorce.
Oh, that's no reason to threaten your coworker, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We should go to HR.
I really don't want to do that. I don't want to spend my whole morning at HR. Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
I heard about what happened in the parking garage. Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just not a great way to start your morning.
No kidding.
How did you hear?
Office gossip. But don't worry, I will take care of it, okay?
Thank you.
No problem.
Gotcha.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thanks.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah, please, have a seat.
I'll stand.
Would you mind closing the door, please? Mark, I heard about the incident today in the parking garage. I have to tell you, there have been some consistent complaints about your aggressive behavior, and that type of behavior is not acceptable here. Do you understand? I also need to speak with you about your performance lately. Your work quality's been very poor, and we've decided that we need to place you on a probationary period of 1 month. We'll be evaluating you weekly, and at the end of that period, if we don't see some significant improvement, then there will be some serious consequences. Mark, you could lose your job over this.
Fine.
Do you want to discuss this further? I'm happy to answer any questions you have.
No. Are we done here?
Yes, we're done.
Employees are the best asset of every organization, and putting effort into employee wellness can encourage better teamwork, increase productivity, and reduce sick leave and workplace accidents. There are many ways to improving the health of employees, such as wellness program, stress management, reducing drug and alcohol related problems, and focusing on ergonomics.
So, as conclusion, Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994 is one of the good acts implemented in Malaysia because this act can be as a guideline to the employers and also employees for securing the safety, health and welfare of themselves at work. Besides that, this act also protecting employers and also employees against risk to safety or health in connection with the activities of person at work.
So, everything that connected with the safety or health at the workplace, the employers and employees can refer to this act to the responsibilities that they should take at their workplace, the procedure of enforcement and investigation, and so forth.
That's all from us. Thanks for watching. Bye.